everyone, it's Joset van de Burgt here, joining you for Technique Friday with Els. Today I'll be showing you a Halloween spinner card using dies and stamps from my new Halloween collection. This is the card I'm going to create, and I'm using the Halloween scenery and the ghost die set, and then the spinners and sliders die set. So I started off with a card base from black, measuring 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I then die cut 2 stitched squares using the Stitch Squares die set, and I cut these from soft finish cardstock. And the reason I'm cutting 2 is because when I add my spinner on top, on my card front, instead of seeing the black, I would like to cover it up with a white background. So the next thing I did, for my stitched rectangle from one of them, I cut a track here, and for that I used the spinner and slider die set. It comes with 4 different dies, and then I used just a curvy one here. So I die cut that, and then you have your track, and I edged a little bit with black here. So first I'm going to adhere the solid stitched rectangle on top of my card front, and I'm using the Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided tape. Okay, so that goes on the card front. And to create the track, I'm using foam adhesive. And what I'm going to do, I'm just cutting off a big piece, and I'm going to double this up. So I cut 2, so just double it up. Oh. And I'm going to cut this in the middle. So I want to create a solid base for my spinner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the foam adhesive all around the rectangle. Do a little bit more. And then I also want to add adhesive just on the side of the track. But I want to make sure that, because I'm going to use a penny to get my ghost spinning, so I don't want to adhere the foam adhesive too close to the track, so it won't, like, actually the spinner won't get stuck in the track. Two pieces here. And a small piece here. So now I've got a nice solid base. So I'm just going to put this aside for a moment, and I'm going to die cut my ghosts. So this is how the set looks like, and it comes with the solid ghost and then the overlay. So I already cut 2 solid ghosts out of black cardstock, and then the overlays I'm going to cut out of white soft finish cardstock, and I'm going to put adhesive on the back. So I did that here already, the clear double-sided adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to die cut my ghost overlays. And I just wanted to show you something, because all of the dies, they have like little pokey holes, and they sometimes show on your die cuts. So if you want to get rid of those, what I usually do is I'll just take a white piece of paper, and without the die, I run my die cuts through my die cut machine again. And then your pokey holes are gone. Because it has the adhesive on the back, it's really easy to assemble your ghosts. Just poke out the eyes. Oops. And it has a small black shadow. Here you go. Poke out the eyes again. And that's the little ghost there. And then I'm going to adhere this to the front and create my spinner. So to create this spinner, like I said, I used a penny here. And with the dies, I'm using these little foam circles. And then I also use these kind of like circles that I cut out of white soft finish cardstock with adhesive on the back as well. And those come in the set, so it just looks like these 4 little circles, and it's just to make my spinner a little bit stronger because of the cardstock. So what I do first, I take my penny and I adhere 2 of these little circles on top of my penny, and then I've got my ghosts here, and I do the same thing here. I adhere 2 of those circles on my ghost. And also I'm going to take one of these foam squares. They're double-sided. Just gonna make sure they pop out. And I adhere 1 to the penny. And then I'm going to put my penny through the track and then adhere my ghosts on top. Oh, and you can already see that it's spinning. Oh. And now you can assemble your card. So here we go. And I'd like to decorate the card front with a nice Halloween scenery. The graveyard scenery here. It comes from this die set, which also includes a tree, a little spider and a bat. And I already cut that graveyard scenery out of black cardstock with adhesive on the back. And the reason why I did it on the adhesive on the back, so it's really stuck well on my card, so it won't, if the ghost is spinning, that it won't get stuck on any cardstock or any of the border or the scenery that's not stuck on there well. So that's why I really want to make sure that it's on there well. I want to make sure that I poke out all the pieces, and again, super easy. It just turns into a sticker, and I'm going to adhere this down the bottom of the card. Oops, and I gotta move my ghosts around. So we've got the scenery here. And then with the ghost die set comes a little boo. And I've cut one of the solid backgrounds already from purple cardstock, and this is soft finish cardstock with adhesive on the back. And I'm going to color just the half of the boo. So I use Spiced Marmalade Distress ink. Just do circular motions. And I think it looks fun if you just do half of the boo. And then, oh, now it's really stuck on my craft mat. And then I just adhere this on top of the, so it has a little shadow. And that I'm going to adhere to the card front. The little boo. Oops. And then the smaller ghost I'm going to adhere as well. And here's your card. I think it's a really fun card for Halloween. And yeah, I hope you will give it a try. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Please don't forget to download the free project sheet. And I've also suggested a couple other videos that I think you will enjoy as well.